If you've looked at Roki Sasaki's spring training numbers this year, you're probably panicking. The ERA is in double digits. He looks lost out there. And he's walking everybody. But before you write him off, I'd like to take a look under the hood. I think the underlying data provides us good insight into the live science experiment that he's performing on the mound. Let's look at this breakdown from TJ Stats. If you don't follow him, you should follow him on Twitter. His website, I'll link it below, has everything you've ever wanted when you want to look at data. So at the top here, we have his rookie season, the 2025 season. And on the bottom, we have his current spring training stats. And if we take a good look into this, you can kind of see why he's struggling and why he could be one pitch away from dominance. So the good news, the velocity is back. Last year, his fastball sat at 96. Now we're closer to 98. That's really good. So the good news is the velocity is back. Last year as a starter, his fastball was sitting at 96. This spring training, it's closer to 98. And because of that, the splitter is looking deadly. Look at this 81.8 whiff percentage on that. It is disgusting and unhittable. Every time they swing at it, they're missing 8 out of 10 times on it. So let's take a look at these pitch break charts up here. And we can kind of see the difference of what's happened last year and what's happening this year. So last year, he threw this green cluster that broke, 10 to 12 inches glove side. That was the slider. This spring, he's not really throwing it. He traded it in for a cutter, this purple cluster here. It's here. It's not breaking as much, but it is thrown 5 miles an hour harder, 87 compared to 82. So he's really throwing it well, but learning to throw it has kind of messed with his control. And that takes us to the real problem. Roki Sasaki is trying to learn a sinker, potentially to save his arm and to induce more ground balls against right-handed hitters. If we look at his stats, if we look at the sinker now, he's only thrown it 14 times, but it does not look good. If you look here, you can see the whiff percentage on that thing. Hitters are not fooled by it. He can't throw it for strikes, and trying to force the pitch has ruined his mechanics. If you stepped off the street right now and you threw a pitch in a major league game, you would get the exact same amount of swings and misses as Roki's new sinker. If we look at it, it has a 0% whiff rate. They are not fooled by it at all. Because he's tinkering with the sinker, his overall strike zone percentage has plummeted from almost 49% to 35% this spring. He's throwing out of a tighter window, as we can see from the horizontal release, but it's not, he has no idea where that ball is going. One good thing about learning the new cutter is everything is coming out of the same release point. 1.8, 1.8, 1.9, 1.8 here. Last year, not the case. Last year, the sinker was 1.8, but then the slider was 2.2. And that slider caused the four seam and the splitter to come out of a different slot. Meanwhile, this year, it's all coming out of identically the same slot, which is great for him, which I think is why he's getting a lot of misses on the splitter as well. And the cutter. If we look at his K percentage from last year and his walk percentage from last year, he had a 17.4 K percentage and a 13.7 walk percentage. This spring, his K percentage is way up, all the way up to 26.3%. Unfortunately, his walk rate is also extremely up to a 23.7%. That means he's nearly walking 1 out of every 4 batters. Also, if we look at his strike percentage here, it dropped all the way from 59.3% to 50%. Pretty much every time he throws a pitch, there's a coin flip's chance that it's a strike, which is leading to the increased walk rate. This year, he trusts his brand new cutter versus lefties a lot more than he trusts his slider last year. Last year, he only threw it 11.4% of the time. Unfortunately, that made him pretty predictable versus lefties, as you can see, is they can only either guess fastball or splitter. This year, He's throwing the cutter a little bit more versus lefties, 22%, which may be the reason why he is getting a little bit more Ks this year. Like we said before, the sinker is not working. He's only throwing it 1.9% of the time against lefties and 13.3% against righties. Again, 0% whiff, 0% chase. They are not swinging and missing, and they are not chasing it either. The higher ERA is scary, but the strikeout potential looks really good. As long as he's not walking 1/4 of the batters that he's seeing, he looks good. Here's the bottom line. The raw stuff on his pitches looks better than it did last year. The fastball is faster, the cutter is sharp, and the splitter is lethal. He is sacrificing command to become a 4-pitch guy with the sinker. If he can scrap that sinker before opening day and just attack hitters with his fastball, cutter, and splitter, the rest of the league will be in trouble. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think the Dodgers are doing the right thing, trying to have him be one of the starters? Or do you think he should be in the bullpen and close? Let me know. Leave a like if you enjoyed this little analytical highlight. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.